when I came back to Tucson, hey, Trace, you know, I got some news to tell you. They sold the lizards already. And she was like, what? And I go, well, I talked to Tim. I met Tim myself, and I thought it was Tim because the guy knew everything about the store.
But it turns out not to be Tim.
Correct. I did not know that until we...
All right, but it wasn't Tim.
No, it wasn't Tim. It was a guy that knew, I guess, somebody that knew everything about the store, and it wasn't an employee there.
So, for whatever price you sold her lizards, tell me why, sir.
Okay. She dropped the lizards off, like she said, and gave me $60 and 2 lizards as payment for the period that she left them there, which she was supposed to pick them up on February 1st. The only contact I had with her was through Dave, who is her ex-boyfriend, who is her live-in fiance, and this lady here, who was one of my customers who comes in my store 3 to 4 times a week. And essentially, in a nutshell, these lizards were left at my store, and I made no contact with Tracy. She did not leave me a 1-800 number. She can attest to this. She comes in every 2 to 3 times.
I have it on my receipt. If you look at the paperwork I gave you, it shows a 1-800 number completely on there.
Well, I'd like to take a look at it, but it really doesn't make any difference. He doesn't have to call you. You have to keep in touch with your property. Your Honor? Yes.
David Adams, the male she's referring to, which is my fiance, maybe in that time frame went to his store maybe a total of 6 times.
Did you go with him?
I go 4 to 5 days a week. David Adams doesn't have...
I'm curious. Why would you go to a pet shop?
I have 20 reptiles.
What kind?
Every kind you can think of.
Are they nice pets?
I love them as my pets, yes. I do have 2 of her reptiles that are siblings, yeah.
Your Honor, Suzanne and me have a rival going on for years because I dated her fiance, so she's only here from hearsay from Tim, and she doesn't even like me. I mean, this is a whole different soap opera matter now. It gets better.
Listen, I'm too old to get all this complication in what appears to be a relatively simple case. You boarded your lizards for 2 months and gave him 2 months for January and February at $30 per month. Then I believe you that you sent another check for $30 to cover March. So now you have your lizards taken care of for 3 months.
That 8 eggs credit.
No, I don't think so. Did you give her a credit for 8 eggs?
Your Honor, the eggs were laid, and the eggs were not fertile, and they didn't hatch, and she's living in a dream world if she thinks that they hatch. The lizards, I want to give you these. These are 6 independent companies who sell Savannah monitors, and the prices are not, and this has nothing to do with me. These are companies, some in California, some in Florida. These lizards are sold for $18 to $25 wholesale, and if she thinks that she could get $1,000 a piece for them, I told her when she came in the store I would be more than willing to give her lizards in the cage back if she would pay me for the boarding fees that she legitimately owed me. And I also asked her, if you were so in love with your lizards and so caring for the lizards, why didn't you call me?
और इनकी खासियत है खिचड़ी। उनके आसपास जो लोग हैं इनको खिचड़ी स्पेशलिस्ट के नाम से पुकारते हैं और जाना भी है इनको। बहुत बहुत बधाई, शुभकामनाएं रविता जी आपको।
If you let the headaches go on, it will go on and on. That's why.
Big basket, delivering in 10 minutes.